A little bit of Tennessee will come out. I'm finna talk to y'all about this directly from the book. I'm going to read it to you and I'm going to turn around because I like for you to see the words. 6 ways to turn your desires into gold. The method by which desires for riches can be transmuted into the financial equivalent consisting of 6 definite practical steps. Thank you. You know, I'm going to tell you why I have this energy. I'm going to tell you, and thank you for that. I'm going to tell you why I have this energy, because I know what it felt like sitting there wondering and trying to figure out, why do they have that and I can't? Why do they have that I desire, but I can't seem to have it? And then when I answered the question and took action in the direction of my desires, I got that. And so the passion that I have, the energy that I have, is not from who I am now, but who I was yesterday. I know what it feels like to long for something. I know what it feels like to feel like, why can't I have it? I know what it feels like to stay up at night trying to figure out how to pay your bills. I know what it feels like to wonder, God, why would you give me the dream if you're not going to open the doors? I know the pain of that fear. I know the prayer, Lord, take my dreams from me because you ain't been able to give me the path forward. I know the tears. I know the taste of the tears when you dare speak a prayer that way. I know the taste of the tears when they fall and trickle into your mouth because your mouth is open asking God to remove your dream because God hasn't provided the pathway forward. I know the thought pattern associated with that. And God Almighty, I know the thought pattern associated with standing in your dreams fulfilled. I know what the bitter tastes like and the joy. And it would be a disservice for me to not sit in the joy and not go back, hands stretched, receipts in hand, to those that were at my yesterday. I know the taste of those tears. So this book is available everywhere, anywhere, and you can get it for free. It's public domain, which means you can probably Google Think and Grow Rich and you'll find it. It's on YouTube. It's everywhere. But I'm going to read to you from page 36, chapter 2, the 6 ways to turn desires into gold. And I'm reading this because I lived this. The authority that I have to read this to you is not because I have the ability to read, but because I lived and live this 6 steps. First, fix in your mind the exact amount of money you desire. It is not sufficient merely to say, I want plenty of money, or I want a lot of money, or I just want to be comfortable, or I just want to be able to pay my bills, or I just want a little bit of extra money. I just want to make sure I take care of my mama. That ain't sufficient enough. That's lukewarm. Be definite as to the amount. There's a psychological reason for the definiteness. Second thing, determine exactly what you intend to give in return for the money you desire. There is no such reality as something for nothing. You got to do something. You got to be something. You got to do something so you can have something. And before you say, I don't have anything, yes, you do. You came equipped with something. You have passions. You have desires. You have stag, which is strengths, talents, abilities and gifting. You need to stop talking about what you don't have and start asking, what do I have? What am I good at? What experiences have I acquired over the years? And stop saying, but ain't nobody gonna pay me for that. Stop saying that ish. Stop it. The third step, establish a definite date you intend to possess the money you desire. Date it. If you call somebody up on the phone and say, hey girl, hey guy, I like what I see in you. I want to take you out. And the person's like, okay, I love that. I'm excited. Let's do it. And then you be like, oh, okay, talk to you later. That don't work. Same thing here. That don't work. Hang up from the person, and you think they're going to feel wanted? You think they're going to feel excited? You think they're going to be able to go buy the dress or get the suit or get the babysitter or get the hair done, hair did, nails did, feet did? No, because they don't know when you coming to pick them up. They don't know. And in the absence of the unknown, we fill it up with stories. In the absence of unknown, you fill up the money story with lack, with less than, with I can't, with doubt, with worry, with ain't nobody gonna pay me for that. Definite. The fourth step, create a definite plan for carrying out your desire and begin at once. Whether you're ready or not, put the plan in action. Told y'all, in my Coach to Coach Mastermind, I sent an email. I was watching the Heisman Trophy acceptance speech, and that young man said something that grabbed my heart. See, when you have a desire, when you have set the desire and set the intention, you'll start getting things in the atmosphere that reach out. You could just be doing something you done seen 100 times. A certain part of it will reach out and grab your heart and pull you into your manifested desires. That young man said a whole bunch of stuff, but at some point he said, belief takes you a long way. Those words jumped out of that young man's mouth and jumped on my heart, jumped on my soul, jumped in my energy, jumped in my hand, jumped on my notebook, jumped in my computer, jumped in my mindset, jumped in my skill set, jumped into action. And then it jumped into my bank account. Yes, Think and Grow Rich. Fifth statement. Write out a clear, concise statement of the amount you intend to acquire. The intended, what you're going to give in return for it. And describe clearly the plan through which you intend to accumulate it. Now, here's the sixth step. Read your written statement aloud twice a day. Once before retiring at night. See, when you get ready to go to bed at night, you go to sleep, but the infinite intelligence in you doesn't. The infinite intelligence starts to moving things in the direction of that which you spoke, that which you declared, that which you believed, that which you had the audacity to hope for, and align your thoughts, words, actions with it. So right before you go to bed, read your statement. Feel your statement. And then once in the morning when you wake up, because when you wake up, it's time to take action. When you wake up, you're rested. The mind has given you stuff, has planted seeds, has given you intuitive nudges and hunches, dreams. Then you wake up in the morning and out of the blue, call so-and-so. Out of the blue, watch this channel you never watched. Out of the blue, go do something. Can't figure it out. Don't try to figure it out. It's above your pay grade. And as you read, see it and feel it and begin to believe yourself already in possession of that money. This is chapter 2 from the classic Think and Grow Rich. This is the 6 ways to turn desire into gold. Now, you take 100 people that listened to this, that read this, that heard this. I know hundreds of people that have read Think and Grow Rich, and now none of them have ever taken this and wrote it out. As you see, I got tabs on my book. I got a whole notebook for this. I'm living what I wrote. And I'm still writing. I'm still reading it. It's important to follow instructions, the author tells us, described in the 6 steps. It's especially important that you observe, not judge, not assume, but simply observe and follow instructions in the 6th paragraph, which is to read it daily. Twice. 35 folks in here. I'd like to know how many of y'all have done this or how many of y'all will do this. Isn't it time to take action that aligns with what you said you want to experience? Isn't it time to feed your focus? Isn't it time to starve your doubt? What you waiting on? I'm going to do it. And anybody that does it, if you want a partner in this, if you want a participant in this, if you just want to share it with somebody that believes in you, that is rooting for you, that will literally pray for you, you feel free to slide into my DMs. You can send me your statement. Matter of fact, hold your statement up and take a picture beside it. I'll print those out and you'll see them. Well, you won't see them because I'll put them in a sacred place. Sometimes we need somebody, a stranger, to believe in us. There's no time better than the present. I teach this every year, and I was going to wait to the end of the year, but this is the end of the year. This year, I don't have to wait till the last day of the year. Every year, I teach this desire statement. Every year, I talk about this desire statement because it's that important. It's that important. I got a pillow. It's just a regular throw pillow, but it has the cover of it is money. It's $100 bills. And so you zip it, and I put my desire statement in my pillow. And so in the morning, I open my pillow and I read it. At night before I go to bed, I open my pillow and I read it. You know what else I put in that pillow? Money. I got some money in that pillow. Don't tell my spouse. I got some money in that pillow. There's this quote I love. Money's not everything, but it matters to everything that's important to you. Money's not everything, but it matters to everything that's important to you. Money's important to your kids. Your ability to say yes when they need and want something. Your ability to provide a life for them requires you to have money. Money's not everything, but it's important to everything that's important to you. You want to have a certain home for your wife, for your husband, for your life. You gotta have some money for that. Spouse is gonna know. Yeah, I know. Probably already know because I didn't count it. Hey, y'all, I'm fired up today, as you might tell. I'm fired up and I'm excited. I get this way towards the end of the year because my birthday's in February, but December's my favorite month. December's my favorite month because I love the newness. I love the closing a chapter and the opening a new one. I love it in my soul because for me, if you had a terrible year, If you had a terrible year, it's coming to a conclusion. If you had a great year, you take what you learned in this year and you skyrocket it for January. Either way, it's an ending. And every ending is a new beginning. And so I love December. I love it. I love the energy of December, which is why you see me showing up so much. This month I launched for my subscribers. Every week, every Sunday, we're doing a group Zoom. I'm doing a webinar tonight talking about helping my unbelief tonight and tomorrow and Saturday. So there's 3 sessions. If you don't know anything about it, when we finish this, go to the link in my bio. You'll see it. This I'm talking about right now. I haven't even figured out the details, but in January, I'm doing a Think and Grow Rich book club. We're going to spend a month reading every piece of this book, implementing it, because we can't just sit around reading this stuff without implementation, because information requires implementation, which gives you transformation. Gives you all of that. Gives you all of that. Can't wait to get back to being a subscriber. Me either. Come on, join. Come on. Because we got a lot. Last year was amazing. This year's incredible. 52 Zooms, 52 group Zooms, 52 touch points, 12 challenges once a month, and probably a whole, of course, 24/7 access to ask me questions. A lot of stuff. I'm so sold out, SOUL. I'm so sold out on my assignment. And I venture to think every year as I get older, I get more intense with my assignment. Thank you. I'm happy to be here. I'm excited to be here. Y'all, I wish I could express to you how blessed, how grateful, how thankful, how fulfilled it is to show up and teach from my soul. Do you have any advice for not feeling worthy of receiving or making large sums of money? Not feeling worthy of it. Yes, I have some advice, but it's going to come in the form of a question. If you don't feel worthy of it, who's deciding the worthiness? That's number one. Who decides your worthiness? Who we need to go talk to? Do you need to go call somebody and say, hey, can you up my level of worthiness? Who's deciding your worthiness? That's the